Welcome back to another episode of American Heroes Outdoors.
Hey everybody, we're up on the Rainy River this week with Gary Guggenberger. We're going to be spending a little more time with him out on the water fishing sturgeon. Getting to spend more time with Gary Guggenberger is going to be great because we're revisiting him as a Vietnam War veteran, but also a captive during Vietnam War, and we get to tell more of his amazing story.
And we also have the opportunity to honor the next Scheels hometown hero, Isaac Rodriguez. We've got some really big fish catches coming up, so stay tuned for an awesome episode.
American Heroes Outdoors shares the stories of our nation's true heroes, a documentation of journey, commitment, struggle, and healing. A glimpse into the sacrifice and bravery of our service men and women. This is American Heroes Outdoors.
Hey, good morning everybody. This is Mike Warden with American Heroes Outdoors. We are on the Rainy River near Baudette, Minnesota. I get to spend the day in the boat with Gary Guggenberger, a friend of the show, and one of our ambassadors, Sam Birrenkott. So we're going to spend some time out here today. The walleye season is closed. It's early May, and today we are going to chase lake sturgeon. So stay tuned. All right, so today we're using a very simple setup, about as easy as it gets. We're using a big chunk of lead with a swivel, a little leader, and then we're using an octopus hook. This one happens to be about a 5/0. And then as you can see, all you do is I'm using a mix of night crawlers and river shiners that they net right out of here and then they preserve them. And all we're doing is we're just putting that down in a current seam on a fairly stout rod, 50-pound test. And as you can see, all we're gonna do is we're gonna get this out there where the sturgeon are swimming. And the key is to have a sinker on there that's heavy enough to keep that in place, because those sturgeon are bottom feeders and you want that bait pinned right to the bottom. And basically we're just sitting in place, anchored up, and waiting for the sturgeon to come through. And when they do, hopefully they'll pick up one of those baits, and then it's game on. And then you just sit and wait. It's a pretty simple process.
I was captured in January of '69, so I just had about 6 months, in, and I spent 4 years, and I stayed in South Vietnam. We were in the jungle. Pretty much chained to logs, a tree, a underground bunker. For the first year, a year and a half, I was alone, and we lived it was underground, pretty much. So after middle part of 70, they brought us and put us in cages, which were almost like a jail cell, but they're made out of 4-inch logs, and then you were chained to that. And it had a thatch, a leaf roof, usually, and they dig a hole inside of it, so if you were hit, bomb, attack air B-52 would make a run through there, you had a place to jump down into. So they protected us that way.
Now, you may have to walk him around the boat. If he decides he wants to, go around, you got to kind of walk him around the motor. He sure does. He's not done yet. You got some work left. I hope you ate your Wheaties this morning. Aren't they powerful? Just an
big one to go, boy.
Absolutely incredible animal. Get up as close to the edge of this seat as you can. There you go. You position yourself right about there. Because that way then once I get him up, I can get down current from him with the net. So, yep. Sneak that net out of there for me, Sam. Isn't it amazing?
As happy as hell. This is the bucket list got checked.
Well, we gotta get him in the boat, but oh, there he is right there. Okay, let him go. There he is! Huh? There he is. That's a beauty too. Look at that, huh? Is that a beauty? 46 inches long. That fish is probably 35 or 40 years old. Awesome. Awesome.
American Heroes Outdoors is brought to you by Scheels, the Disabled American Veterans, Smoky Hills Outdoor Store, Skeeter Boats, and Yamaha Outboards, Woodland Resort, Ottertail Lakes Country, Ice Castle Fish Houses, and S&S Promotional Group.
American Heroes Outdoors Ambassador Sam Birrenkott was able to come along on this trip. Gary Guggenberger was the recipient of a flag from the Birrenkott family this past spring.
3 years ago, I became a part of American Heroes Outdoors, and as I continued to be more immersed into American Heroes Outdoors, I had thought, how can we give back more in another way that is different and somebody else isn't doing, and also giving back to American Heroes Outdoors and the people and veterans and first responders that are involved in it. So I talked to my grandpa, who's really good at woodworking, and I said, hey, I have this idea. Can we do it? So through trial and error, we made our first batch of flags, and then it kind of evolved over the last couple of years, or the last 2 years, on our ability to make them better and stuff like that. And we get to give these flags to heroes, first responders, and donate them. But it's really awesome because my family and I, we're so passionate about giving back to veterans, even though we're not veterans ourselves. But I think that's what's important, is to have that citizen support to veterans and first responders, and saying, you do have that community of citizens are here to support you too, and we're very thankful for everything that they have done for our country and continue to do for our country. So every quarter we'll do a giveaway on my Facebook, and people can nominate somebody if they qualify for that specific giveaway. We did a Veterans Day giveaway, and then Gary got the Purple Heart flag for the giveaway at that time. So I drew his name and then sent him the flag, and then got the opportunity to meet him on this fishing trip. So that's pretty cool.
After the war, the intelligence figured we were a bargaining chip. If they would have gotten in a tight situation, they would have bartered bodies. The chicken story? I'd gotten pretty sick. They took me to a hospital, and I'd lost a lot of weight. I hardly could walk. They put me on a bicycle and they pushed me through the woods to this place. These chickens were coming around, eating ants around the place, my cage, and I asked the interpreter if I could take one. And no, right away, no. And then I said, what the heck, I'll feed it. I'll share my rice with it. So he said, okay, and I coaxed one in and I grabbed it. What I did to that chicken is exactly what I took that chicken and I took a vine and I made a noose and I put it around its leg and I chained him. Couldn't get away. But I would take it down in the bunker at night, and it was nice to have, because when that little thing started chirping, and I knew there was a visitor coming in, be it a snake, scorpions, whatever. Yeah, that little thing, it's amazing what that little having a guard chicken. That's about what he was, a guard chicken. But ironically, I had to chain him to stay by me, and here I'm chained. The chicken helped me learn to accept death. That was a good thing, because I think I pretty much accepted it. I didn't fear it anymore. That helped me get through a lot, getting that psychological mindset.
Rangers are the same way. They got all the smart. Just throw it up there. Yeah, that was worth this.
I guess like the final thing I'd like to talk about is being a part of American Heroes Outdoors like really has changed me as a person in my appreciation for veterans. Like being a part of these events and getting to hear all the stories and the camaraderie and how the outdoors can bring people together and help them heal, I think is really important. You know, I've seen that firsthand through family members being able to heal through the outdoors, and it's really special when you get to see that and be a part of it. And that's why I think this organization is so amazing.
There you go. Keep your rod tip up and try to just reel nice and slow. Yeah, you want to just reel that one in, Gary? Why is that not surprising? Taking some wine. And whenever you get to the point where a lot of times what you can do is if you just lift real slow, and then of course once you get the rod up, then you can reel back down. He's not quite ready for that yet. No. But going again. Going again. He's gonna get out there in that current is what he's gonna do. You're doing great. Now he's getting tired.
You got yourself a nice one here.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes again. They're strong. They are an absolutely amazing, powerful fish. There you go. You're doing perfect. You're keeping them right out on the side of the boat.
Should be coming up here pretty quick.
Get it back out before he rides. Oh gosh. Yeah, he's fighting you.
You got a doozy.
He's fighting you.
Oh, I missed his tail.
That was only his tail.
Yeah. There he is. Oh.
Keep going. I gotta get pulling forward. Swing your rod tip forward.
Okay.
You're doing great, Sam.
That was a big tail.
It's almost here. It's almost here. All right, give him one good lift. Give him one good lift. In there. Okay. Oh. You're fine. You're fine. He just swam right out of the net. Okay, let him go. Let him go. Let him go. That is a river monster.
Holy!
Huh?
That's huge!
Huh? That is 61 inches. 61 inches long. Ready? Look at that. Oh.
Get in the picture here!
That nice. Big smile. Big smile. There she is. There she is. So we'll just kick a little bit here. Isn't she pretty? Ready? And away she goes. Bye, Mrs. Sturgeon. Now that was some nice work. Slimy high fives all the way around.
Fist bumps for the cameraman.
Nice. Excellent. Well, how's that feel?
Exhausting.
When I pulled it all the way up to the end, I heard that. Yep.
She was strong. It's hard to get her roll
They
over.
are strong, aren't they? Crazy, crazy powerful fish. Oh, a great trip. Again, I'm just happy to have the opportunity to have you two in the boat with me. Thank you for your service. Thank you for all the work that you do for American Heroes Outdoors.
And thank American Heroes Outdoors.
Absolutely.
This was fantastic, and they do fantastic work.
Well, thanks. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
So I think that's going to be a wrap for today. Make sure you thank a first responder, thank a veteran, and we'll see you next week.
Interested in supporting our mission at American Heroes Outdoors? Go to AmericanHeroesOutdoors.com to nominate your very own hero or drop a donation to support our nation's true heroes.
Welcome back to the show.
And now it's time for our next Scheels hometown hero, Isaac Rodriguez.
Hi everybody, Jamie Mortland from Scheels St. Cloud. I have with me today Chris Tyson and Eric Knott. We are on deck today at the Warrior Hockey Game to honor our hometown hero from Scheels, Isaac Rodriguez. He does not know we're here, so keep it quiet, but Scheels hometown hero will be announced tonight.
Welcome to Scheels Hometown Heroes.
Scheels Hometown Heroes is a way for us to say thanks to those that serve our country and our community.
And are still giving back to others today.
We honor your service by sharing your stories.
From all of us at Scheels, thank you for your service.
Hi everybody, how are we doing? Awesome game! My name is Jamie Mortland. I have with me tonight Chris Tyson and Eric Knott, and we are here to present the next Scheels Hometown Hero. I have to say this one touches me a little close to home as this person used to work for us. Isaac Rodriguez. Come here, baby.
Hold on, is my hair good? Hold on.
Isaac, you look great.
So I grew up in Olivia, which is 30 minutes south of Wilmer. I went to school at Bold High School, which is in Olivia. So I lived in Olivia my whole life. There was a kid that my brother, I think he was a year older than my brother. He actually went to Iraq and he was killed in action. From that time, it was almost like I need to do something. Like I want to. It's really weird because a lot of people, if you talk to a lot of younger kids about joining the military, a lot of them say I want to help pay for college. I just want to get the experience. I want to travel. My whole mindset when I joined is I wanted to go to war. From knowing somebody who had passed away in action, I knew I just wanted to go. So I deployed in 2013 to Afghanistan, RCE's Paktika province. It's kind of in the hot spot, if you will. There was a lot of fighting in that area. So I was assigned to a scout platoon, and I was actually assigned to a sniper team right away. So my whole 4 years I was on a sniper team, so it was a lot of fun. I learned so much just from that job. I was only there for 3 months before I had gotten wounded, and then I got sent to Germany after that. I was wounded. I'll just leave it at that. It's something that I don't really like to talk about. So.
There's a lot of times where I got to really see the other side of him. It was disturbing, but it was so heartwarming, and just getting to follow him on his journey was a huge, huge privilege.
There was a few years there that I had a really, really really like dark cloud over me all the time. But like skating for the Warriors and like hanging out with all those guys, they're nice to be around. And I can honestly say like this team has definitely like given me a little bit more hope in life. I know we do like a lot of other fundraisers too. We give back quite a bit also at the same time.
Him and I have been through a lot. I know more about him than he probably ever wanted me to know. He's just that strong, silent type. He's that behind the scenes guy. He doesn't want the attention. He's going to be embarrassed. I can guarantee it. But he is. He is that guy that just wants everybody else to succeed. It doesn't matter what he wants until you tell him he has to figure out what he wants and go from there. And he more than deserves this. He absolutely more than deserves this.
You know, somebody who is dealing with some kind of mental health issue, I always tell people this is like, you need to find a passion, or like you need to find something that I always say like calm the storm in your mind. Mental health is like such a sensitive thing, and I feel like people don't like to talk about it, which people don't. Like I don't like talking about it, but when I have friends reach out about like any kind of mental health thing, I always tell them like, yo, like you need to find something that's gonna calm that storm in your brain. So, and that's what I did with like fishing. Fishing is like my depression pill. I can be in like a funk and I'll have to force myself to get on the water with my boat, but as soon as I get on the water, like my whole mood is changed. Like I'm happy, smiling, especially like when you hook into a fish. Like if somebody was watching this and they were kind of having that dark cloud over them also, I would definitely say like just trying to have a positive mindset. It's hard, it sucks, but keep your head up, keep going. It does get better.
Wow, what an awesome episode. And the only thing bigger than Gary's story was the fish that were caught out there. The Rainy River has some amazing fishing opportunities, and it was great to see Mike take Gary out there and American Heroes Outdoors Ambassador Sam Birrenkott out there with him, catching some great fish and telling some awesome stories.
Yeah, it was super, man. And look forward to next week. Next week we head up to Williston, North Dakota. You're going to see some wild weather up there. We're working with the Williston Fire Department, a super cool organization up there, a volunteer organization. We're going to spend some time with them walleye fishing up on the Missouri River. So stay tuned.